right, last but certainly not least, this was really the whole motivation for me to make this video because I want everyone to know how terrible this product is. How terrible this product is, okay? Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Casey and I like to talk about fitness and beauty and a few things in between. So if that sounds like your jam, hit that subscribe button and keep on watching. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a few products that I've really been loving lately and a few products that I've really not. As I do want part of the focus on my channel to be about makeup and beauty products, however, I don't want to become a makeup reviewing channel because that's just not really who I am. I don't like just buying new makeup just for the sake of buying new makeup. I like to keep my makeup collection as curated as possible, and because I'm paying for everything myself, I want to buy makeup that I'm genuinely interested in and or have a need for. And so what I'm thinking for my channel so that I'm still able to be talking about makeup and reviewing it with you is sharing things that I love and don't love. I think every month, maybe every other month, I'll do a video like this where I've got a handful of products that I've really been enjoying and a handful of products that have been total trash. And so that's what I have for you today. I have 8 to 10 products here ranging from skincare, makeup, and hair care that I've really been enjoying. And then like 5 or so products over here that are really bad and I am so excited to roast with you. So all that being said, if you are into that, be sure you hit that subscribe button so you can come back and enjoy these favorites and fails videos with me. Before we get started, I will say that all of the products that I'm going to be talking about that I enjoy will be linked in the description box below, so if something that you're interested in, you can check it out. I will also include timestamps if you are only interested in the products that I enjoyed or you just want to hear me roast bad makeup. You can skip to whatever portion of the video you would like. First, let's talk about the skincare products. The very first one that I have to share with you is this Acne Blemish Control Treatment Serum from Derma. It contains active salicylic acid with tea tree oil and aloe vera. I purchased this per the recommendation of Kelly Gooch here on YouTube. It was actually maybe a year or more ago. She was talking about how she experiences closed comedones on her forehead. If you don't know what closed comedones are, they're not quite acne or blemishes. It's just bumps and it's just a buildup of sebum and dirt and stuff that doesn't fully form into a blemish,
but they're still incredibly annoying.
And so she had recommended this product, so I purchased this and was using it on and off. However, I have recently really been enjoying this for maskne. It is by no means going to prevent maskne from happening, but it definitely helps, both in helping to calm down and diminish what's going on and also in helping to decrease the amount of maskne that will occur. So what I do, I do work in healthcare, so the days that I am working and wearing a mask for many hours, I will use this twice a day, AM and PM. Days that I'm not really wearing a mask, but I'm still maybe dealing with a little bit of residual maskne, I will use it just in the PM. I don't use it every day, like right now, I'm not having terrible maskne, but when it does start to flare up, I will whip this bad boy out again, and it has been helping. And as I said, I do have dry skin, and I haven't found it to be terribly drying. That could also be because I'm pairing this with very hydrating, very nourishing skincare products that I will be talking about here in just a bit. It does stink. If you're familiar with tea tree oil, it has a little bit of a tea tree scent. It doesn't linger throughout the day though, it's just right after application you will smell it for 10-15 minutes. So other than that, no complaints. I really do enjoy this product nonetheless. Next, I have this Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream from COSRX. I purchased this back in August or September whenever Ulta had their 21 Days of Beauty. This product has been
amazing.
I'm just gonna read the notes that I took of it. It says it is a lightweight cream with 92% snail mucin and hyaluronic acid to promote skin repair, replenish hydration, soften rough skin, and illuminate tired complexion. It says it's suitable for all skin types, especially dull, dehydrated skin. Which, if you live in Minnesota and it's the middle of January right now, we want all of those things. If you aren't aware, snail secretion filtrate helps you brighten, hydrate, and support skin barrier repair. I'm just gonna show you the consistency because it's super weird. Yeah. And I still have not gotten used to putting it on. It's still so fun for me. It looks like it's very sticky, but it's actually not. When you put it on your skin, it rubs in very nicely. It is very lightweight. It is creamy. It feels so good on your skin, really, truly. I've been using this sort of as a serum. I don't use it as a standalone moisturizer. Maybe if you have oily skin, you could get by with it as your standalone moisturizer. Me, however, I cannot. So I've been using it as a serum. And what I noticed the most is that if I am experiencing breakouts or have some sort of skin irritation going on, this helps speed up repair very much. It's amazing. If I'm experiencing little breakouts, like I said, I have those random closed comedones that
sometimes I get carried away with trying to pop and it just pisses me off and I regret it so much, and then I've got irritated skin.
This does really help tone down the irritation, and it does make my skin just look plumper and healthier, and I don't want to say radiant, because when I think radiant, I think glowy supermodel. It's not quite like that, but my skin just looks like it has more life in it. It just, you know, like I said, in the middle of winter, your skin looks very drab, very dull, very gray. And this just adds a little something to make you look, you know, a little more alive. I think if you have similar skin type as me, dry, a little bit sensitive, and you do live in a cold, dry climate like I do, I think you'll really benefit from this product. Next up, I don't know that I have talked about this product yet on my YouTube channel. I know I've raved about it many times on my Instagram page, but it is the Derma E Vitamin E 12,000 IU cream. I purchased this last fall when I was having some crazy weird skin flare up. I needed to just scale back my skincare routine back to basics, and this was the moisturizer that I purchased, and I ended up falling in love with it, and it's a product that I now need to have on hand at all times. So in the summertime I wasn't using it a whole lot, but again, now it being winter and cold, a thicker moisturizer is something my skin definitely needs. And I kind of forgot about this because, you know, like I said, I wasn't using it over the summer, and then when Ulta had their 21 Days of Beauty, I picked up the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Moisturizing Cream and have been using that. I really do like that product also. And my skin just, like, from December to now has just been like going downhill in terms of, you know, dullness and that drabbiness and that grayness that I was talking about. It just looks And I was digging through my skincare products and remembered that I had this bad boy, and just overnight I was reminded why I love this product so much. I just woke up the next day and my skin just had, again, I don't want to use the word radiance, but it just had life in it. It just looked healthy, and even though it is a thicker cream, I don't feel that it weighs down my skin. I even will put it on during the daytime and wear it under makeup. If I were to be out of both this and my IT Cosmetics moisturizing cream and I could only repurchase one, I would repurchase this one, because this not only provides the moisture that I need, but it also does something to really help bring like health to my skin, and I can see that, and that's what we want in a skincare product, and this really does it for me. Granted, I know skincare is very personal, so what works well for me may not work well for you. I know some people may not tolerate vitamin E on their skin, but my skin really seems to love it, so I
adore
this moisturizer. Next, I have two types of, I don't know what you call these, liquidy type eyeshadows. I've been struggling with dry eyelids for probably about a month and a half now, and it's been really frustrating because I love doing my makeup, especially my eyeshadow. Let me tell you, putting powder on dry skin doesn't look good on anyone. So I've been wanting to wear minimal makeup, but I still want to wear makeup. And so I have been dabbling in the liquid shadow realm. I've had two new discoveries that I
must share with you.
The first one is the Kiko Milano Long Lasting Eyeshadow Stick. It says shade 46, but I believe it's multicolor mauve. I did purchase mine from Ulta. They have a wide color selection, and this one I picked up because it is a duochrome, and
it really is.
First of all, the formula is very soft. I should have just showed you how I applied it. It glides on so nicely. Very pigmented. And if you can see the shift in the color, it shifts from a purple to a green to a little bit of a, sometimes I catch like a burnt orange. It's so cool. As with most duochromes, they work best and pop the best when it's a standalone shadow. And that's how I've been wearing this, and you can really see the duochrome when you're wearing it. It's incredible. If you have oily eyelids, I don't know how much you're gonna love this product because it is a very soft pencil formula. You know, as I'm tapping it here, I'm picking up some on my finger here. We were gonna do a wear test with the Kiko Milano Long Lasting Eyeshadow Stick, so I still have that swatch here on my hand. When I touched it shortly after applying it previously, I was picking up product on my finger, and as you can see, I'm not picking up product on my finger. So it has been probably about 45 minutes since I did that swatch because it takes me a very long time to film a video. But anyway, it has dried down completely. So if you had any questions about the longevity and the, if it dries down, it dries down. Definitely worth the $10. I really enjoy it. I really think that it adds something to my makeup collection. It is truly unique and I love it. I would definitely purchase more colors. However, I think this is the only like duochrome type one that they have. But anyway, love it. My next liquid eyeshadow discovery are the Too Faced Melted Chocolate Matte Eyeshadows. They are of course available on the Too Faced website and also Ulta and Sephora. They have 8 shades available. In reading the product description, it says that it is a blendable whipped formula. It is waterproof and will stand up to a 12-hour wear. I love these. I will insert swatches and of course a look that I've done with both of them. Being that I don't have a ton of experience working with liquid eyeshadows, especially in matte formula, I find these relatively easy to work with. The dry time is very fast, so I recommend only do one eye at a time. A little goes a long way, so start with a little dot and build it up. You can use your finger or a brush. I have been using the, what are they called? The Real Technique InstaPop brushes because they are a little bit fluffier. Once you get the hang of it, man, these are great. These are so good. I almost even want to get another color or two. I have the shade Amaretto, which is like a neutral rosy color, and I think this one is my favorite. And then the other one I have is Warm and Fudgy. This is just a neutral mid-tone brown. This one is also very beautiful. They are expensive, $21, but I see myself using these often enough that to me it was worth it. It does say that they're supposed to smell like chocolate, as with most Too Faced products. They always got to add a scent to it. I don't smell chocolate, and I have a very good nose, and I'm not picking up a chocolate scent here, so just if that was something that you were concerned about. Next up, I have 2 eyebrow products to talk about. The first one is the NYX Lift In Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I purchased mine from Ulta. It was $11 and they have a total of 9 shades. I did purchase the shade Blonde. I am typically just a pencil brow girl, so this is my first time dabbling with a brow pen. The only thing that I don't like about this, and granted I've only been using this product for a couple of weeks, so in terms of longevity I can't speak to that yet. Maybe it'll dry up here tomorrow, I don't know. But as of right now, the only thing that I don't like about this is the packaging, because this looks exactly like all of my liquid black eyeliners. I know that there's going to be a day where I'm about to do my brows and I think I picked up my NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen, when in fact I've actually picked up my Wet n Wild breakup proof eyeliner, because the packaging looks the exact same. Even the pen part, I mean, does that not look like just a black liquid liner? If you're in a hurry, you pick this up, it's like they're one and the same. And I know it's going to be a day when I don't have time to screw up like that, and I'm going to go in and do my brows and I'm going to have black ink all over.
No! I know it's gonna happen.
Currently, to prevent that, I've been keeping this in a separate place from my eyeliners, but I just foresee that happening, and I just wish that NYX would have done something a little bit different to not make it look like a black ink liner. I mean, the last brow product I have is the Wander Beauty Frame Your Face Precise Brow Gel. I received this in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. This is available in 4 shades. This is the shade Clear. And in reading the description on the brand website, it says this is designed for natural, fuller looking brows with a soft hold. And I would say that is 100% accurate. I am not really a big fan of brow gels because I want something that's going to hold much longer, and I just find that most brow gels don't hold the way that I want, at least for as long as that I want. However, what I love most about this is the brush is awesome. The brow gel is actually almost gone, and I think when it is, I'm still gonna keep it. I'm gonna wash it up, of course, but I'm still gonna keep it because there's just something about the shape and the bristles of this that just do an outstanding job of defining my brows, and it's so good. So I just wanted to rave about it for that. I mean, even if I wasn't even in it for the gel, that brush is amazing. I like Wander Beauty. You need to just sell this brush alone as a brush. It's so good. So good. My next product is the NYX High Glass Finishing Powder. Mine is very worn because I have been using it a lot. It is available in 3 shades, light, medium, and deep. This is the shade light. And in reading the description, it says that it is infused with micro pearls and gives the appearance of healthy, glassy skin. It says that it maintains appearance of glass skin while absorbing excess surface oil. While I can't speak to that because my skin doesn't produce excess oil, it's just dry, I will say that this is lovely powder for even dry skin. I didn't love it at first because I was looking for a finishing powder, and I don't think that this is quite a finishing powder, especially because it is very shimmery, and I don't necessarily want that all over my face. What I like this for is a subtle glass skin highlighter, and for that it's beautiful. It is what I'm wearing today. If the camera's able to pick it up, I concentrate it mostly along my cheekbones and on my nose here, and it's just beautiful. And being that we have been wearing masks for the past year almost, I find that having a blinding highlight isn't as exciting when you can only see half my face, and so this has been one that I've been using a lot. And at first, another reason why I wasn't really crazy about it was because it's a dry formula. I felt like it wasn't picking up a lot of my brush. Like I almost thought that there was hard pan, but it's just because it's so subtle. But it does build up very nicely. It's not that blinding highlight that I'm normally totally into, but it is just a very nice soft glow. And I feel like there's a little bit of a goldy champagne finish, which I normally don't really like on my skin tone, but this looks really nice. I really spend a little bit extra time buffing it into my skin in circular motions, especially around this area, and it's just so beautiful. Definitely worth the $12. When I run out, it's something that I would definitely repurchase. One more product that I want to rave about is just this beauty sponge. This is the Jane Iredale Flocking Sponge. I purchased this about a year ago actually when Tati released her sponge. I was experiencing some major FOMO because I didn't want to spend $20 on a sponge. Budget bougie lady. I had this one in my Amazon beauty wish list for some time, and it was only $5, and so I purchased it, and I've been using it ever since. I use it almost every time I do my makeup. So it's just a soft, thin sponge. I of course can't compare it to the Tati Beauty sponge because I didn't purchase it, but it meets my needs. And for me, I do use a beauty sponge, a beauty blender type sponge, but this I like to use, like I was just talking about with the NYX High Glass finishing powder. This is a type of product that I like to use to blend that in. I will apply it where I want, and then I will go in with this and just do circular motions to beautifully blend and melt everything in and it just makes everything look complete. I also like using this to get rid of fallout when I do my eyeshadow. This is just a really great product to go in and just dust everything away. I just love it. And for $5.
Heck yeah.
Okay, let's get into some roasting. First things first, I had the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara. I purchased this because for the most part, Essence mascaras are pretty great. Plus, they're very affordable. And Tati raved about this mascara at one point in time, and so I just picked it up one day at Ulta and don't really like it. It's a very dry formula. I will say it does do a decent job adding a little bit of length and a little bit of curl. It doesn't give me the thickness that I want. In fact, what it does instead is it will kind of envelope your lash in product, and then as you start to layer it, it will make just random lashes kind of like wiry and ring out in kind of weird random ways, and then you keep brushing and keep applying more product to try to fix that.
But it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
And it just kind of starts to clump on top of itself. It doesn't layer well on itself, and it doesn't layer well with other mascaras. It just doesn't give me the volume, thick, luscious lashes that I want. Instead, it just kind of gives me crusty, spidery lashes that no one wants. However, there might be some redemption for this mascara because what I have found that I've been liking it for is actually my lower lash line. The brush is actually the perfect size to really get into the lower lashes and to coat them all evenly, and also even the very inner corner lashes here. And for that, I would actually repurchase this because the brush, the shape and the size is just perfect for getting in those lower lashes in the inner corner just beautifully. So I have been enjoying it for that and would consider repurchasing it specifically for lower lashes. Let's talk about the Maybelline Hyper Easy Brush Tip Eyeliner. I purchased this a couple of months ago and have used it a total of 2 times. The first time I used it,
I loved it.
it is black, pigmented. It was so easy to apply. It lasted all day. It was wonderful.
Beautiful.
I thought it was gonna be my new Holy Grail eyeliner. However, the next day when I went to use it again, let me just show you what happened. Do you see? Do you see this treachery? And it gets worse every single time I remove the cap. And you know, for that reason, that makes an eyeliner absolutely unusable. I don't understand how products like this make it through the testing phase. Like, I like to think that they have a group of people trialing a product before they decide to make it and put it out on the market. I don't understand how no one in that trialing phase was like,
Hey, this applicator really blows and it makes our product completely unusable. Let's reformulate.
like, there's no way to fix this, and I'm very upset about it. I did go in and read some reviews and saw that this was happening to more people, so perhaps it's my own fault for not being more adamant about investigating the reviews. It's very unlike me. So I guess this is what happens when I let my guard down and just willy-nilly purchase a product. But how
disappointing.
because this was such a good eyeliner.
Oh my gosh.
If they were to fix this packaging and correct this issue, I would 100% buy this eyeliner again. Next up, let's talk about this Murad Hydration Perfecting Day Cream with Broad Spectrum SPF of 30. This is absolute garbage. I'm so happy that I received this in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, and I didn't pay for this myself because Murad is very expensive. So first of all, it smells very heavily of...
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh, it smells so heavily of sunscreen, which, you know, I anticipate. I understand that that kind of comes with the territory, right? But this is so SPF-y. This is so SPF-y. And I can smell it even as I'm wearing it. You know, it's not like the smell dissipates throughout the day. No, you can smell it all day long. It's also not very comfortable to wear. I found that to be relatively heavy feeling. And worst of all, I burned. And I can't remember the last time that my face burned, and that's the only job. That's your only job, to not have my skin burn. That's your only job. You know, I put up with the scent, I put up with the thickness. Your only job was to not make my skin burn, and you did. You let me down, and I just don't understand. Again, going back to that product testing phase, how did this pass?
How did this pass?
Its only job is to keep my skin from burning, and it failed. So, and for the pretty price tag that I imagine this carries, it was just not worth it. I don't even know what to do with this. I feel sick to my stomach to throw it away, but that's probably what I'm going to end up doing with it. I have two more terrible products to talk about, and I'm going to save the best for last because it's a doozy. It is a doozy. The second to last is the Smith's Rosebud Salve. So I purchased this because I ran out of the Glossier Balm.com, and the one that I had was the rose scent. I do like the scent of rose. It was gonna be over 20 bucks for me to repurchase it, and I just didn't feel good about that. So I thought that I would luck out and find a close dupe with this product, and it was a waste of $10, to be frank. The actual salve part is probably fine. It's the scent that I can't get past. Oh. The Glossier Balm.com, the rose one, it was a subtle, sweet rose. Like, it wasn't sickening, it wasn't overpowering, it was just that very sensual scent of rose. This, however, was so bad. It smells like a grandma's linen closet, and I, keep trying to force myself to use it to get through it. I have a very sensitive nose, and so I pick up the scent like a bloodhound dog. I'm so sorry if you like the scent of this. This is just too much for me. This is too floral, powdery rose. I hate saying it. This is too grandma-ish for me. I hate saying that because that sounds so dickish. Oh God.
And why do I keep smelling it?
It's bad. It's medicinal, and it smells like my grandma's medicine closet, honestly. I wish I would have just spent a little extra money and splurged on the GlossierBalm.com because as it turns out, it really is the Balm.com. Last but certainly not least, the inspiration behind this video really truly was this product, because I want everyone to know how bad this product is. It is the Ulta Beauty Under Eye Brightener. And it's relatively new. Like, I'm pretty sure it's new on the Ulta Beauty website within the past 2 or 3 weeks. I got it maybe a week or 2 ago, have used it 2 or 3 times, and it's bad, which is so disappointing because I was so pumped for this product, so excited. Everything about it sounded like it would be right up my alley, everything that my under eyes dreamed of. So it's a balm concealer. I love the Undone Beauty Conceal to Reveal Concealer palette. That is like a cream concealer, and I love it. And I thought that this would be very similar. It also claims to have vitamin E, and that it's supposed to brighten and conceal and also nourish the under eye area. And it's so bad, man. First of all, it's very pink. In the world of makeup, there's a very strong difference in a concealer that is meant to brighten and a concealer that is meant to conceal. So a concealer that is meant to brighten, something like this, that bright pink is only really going to brighten. And if you are someone who is looking to, brighten, but by brighten you mean like conceal your dark under eyes, a bright pink color like this isn't going to do that. In fact, it might actually make them look worse. It might make them look almost gray and murky. If you're trying to conceal under eye bags, you are trying to conceal that purplish bluish color. And so to combat that, you want a concealer that has more of a peach. One that I have that is similar to what I mean, and there are plenty more out on the market, this is just the one that I happen to have, is the Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. And as you can see, this is much more peach. Let me swatch the Ulta Beauty concealer next to it. So this is the Kokie Be Bright, the more of that peachy tone that I'm talking about, and this is the Ulta Beauty Brightening Concealer, definitely more of that like soft baby pink color. So when it comes to concealing and brightening, and what I think most people want in a product like that is to conceal and brighten under eye bags, under eye circles. So you want something that's going to conceal that purple, that bluish color. This will not conceal under eye bags whatsoever, so don't be deceived. I understand also the desire to have a little bit of extra brightness under your eyes, in which I think there is an appropriate place for a more pinky tone concealer like this. It's just, I think it can be deceiving depending on what you're going for, like I said. So anyway, I can get on board with a concealer with that more pinky tone. However, the formula of this is ungodly dry. It is not a balm whatsoever. It's so dry, especially when you're putting it on that sensitive under eye area. It drags when you apply it, which no one wants that.
No one wants that.
No. That is like skincare 101.
You don't pull and drag at your under eyes.
And then on top of that, even once you've got the product there and you are trying to blend it out, it is a bitch to blend out because it's very waxy. And again, you're dragging more and more at your under eyes. And then even once you have muscled through blending out this waxy product, any sort of concealing and brightening that may have been there has blended away, and all that is left is shine. It makes your under eyes look greasy, honestly. That's not the illuminating effect that I want for under my eyes at all. And it's still, even after it's blended out, it's tacky. And so I thought maybe I could get by with using it as like an eyeshadow eyelid primer. However, again, it's still so dry and draggy that I don't want this sort of product anywhere near my eyes. It's such a letdown because, like I said, I had such high hopes for this product. I didn't realize how much a concealer could suck. I never knew it until I met the Ulta Beauty Under Eye Brightener. If you are looking for a balmy type concealer, definitely check out the Undone Beauty Conceal to Reveal palettes. It is a palette cream concealer, so it's definitely different than working with, a typical stick concealer like this. But oh my gosh, if you have dry skin, it not only covers, but it doesn't cake, and it doesn't make your under eyes look dry. It doesn't make your under eyes look greasy or shiny. It's my absolute favorite concealer. And don't know what I'm going to do with this monstrosity of a concealer now. I guess it will live next to my Murad Failure SPF and my Smith's Grandma Salve. Alright guys, that completes this video. I hope that you enjoyed watching. I hope maybe you picked up on a few gems, and I hope that this video will also protect you from buying garbage products. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and leave a comment below. Let me know what products you've really been loving lately, and also products you have found to be a complete and utter waste of money, so that we can help each other not buy garbage products. I actually had a few more products I wanted to include in this video, but I assumed that it was already going to be very long. So I already have a few products in mind for my next favorites and fails types video. So if that interests you, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can come back next time. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video today. I appreciate you. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. But I think if you have oily eyelids, this little swizzle stick, what the heck do you call these kind of brushes? What is that brush called? Why am I blinking? Roller brush? Swizzle brush? No. Brow brush? What the heck is that kind of brush called? Anyway, and also you will now steer clear, and will also, oh my body.